Test it. Good, good. All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Shout out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We were led by the amazing Commander Jenny Hanna. And today is the Friday. Houston, Port Arthur, Galveston. What else? We got Beaumont and Lufkin, Isupk, Friday Lashawan Qadash class. You understand? We go over our language. You understand? The same language that was beaten out of our backs. You know what I'm saying? If we got caught speaking it, they'll cut our tongue out. You understand? And since 1969, matter of fact, they deemed this tongue a dead language. They said that this language, they couldn't, even people from Harvard could not decipher this language. But here we are in the ISBK since 1969, speaking our language once again. You understand? And this is a beginner's class. You know what I'm saying? We got to crawl before we can walk. We got to walk before we can jog. We got to jog before we can sprint. You understand? This is a beginner's class. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into the meat later on down the line, but we've been having so many people come in that's new, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna slow up and walk slowly, you feel me, and get an understanding on this language. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go over 100 common nouns. You understand? I'm gonna just give it to you today. We're gonna start off class as we always do by going over the alphabet first. You know what I'm saying? The alphabet is fundamental. All right, class, repeat after me. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, za, qua, ra, sha, and Let that focus in. There we go. All right. All right, so once again, this is a beginner's class. We'll be going over 100 common nouns. Shout out to Priest and Officer Yabakan, 500 Yabakan, man. You understand, for holding it down last week, teaching an excellent class, man. All right, bear with me for a sec. I like to teach on the clean board. Like I said, man, for over 500 years, we did not speak this language. You know what I'm saying? This language was literally cut out of our tongues. You know what I'm saying? And misappropriated and bastardized by a whole other nation. You know what I'm saying? It is a very beautiful thing. The Most High God has allowed us to come back to our native tongue. You know what I'm saying? And get an understanding that, for one, we're not African. All right, so, all right. So, as you know, A noun is a person, place, or thing. You understand, huh? So like, bear with me. Alright. A noun is a person, place, or thing. You understand? A noun is a word that functions as the name of a specific object or set of objects, such as living creatures, place, action, quality, or idea. In short term, a noun, once again, is a person, place, or thing. And these are Hebrew nouns. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all the English verbalization, and then I'm going to give it written in the Paleo and in the Assyrian format. You know what I'm saying? So our first word of the night is around, which is sabayab in the Hebrew. All right. So what you see here is the English verbalization of Hebrew. You understand? Around in Hebrew is sabayab. Okay. All right. All right. So what you see once again, the English verbalization of around sabayab in the Hebrew. Right here, you have the Assyrian format and you have the Paleo format. You understand? In the Paleo format, it has these things called connectors. You understand? The connectors they make it easy in the proper enunciation of the word. All right, so these this is what I call them. This is not anything formal, from what I do know. This is just what I call them to better help remember, the differences between these two marks. All right, so what we have right here is what I call the bridge. When you see the bridge, that means it is by itself. For instance, this right here is sa by ya, right? So the sa will be by itself. You understand? Sound it out. Sa ba ya. All right. So our other mark is called the ditch. I call it a ditch. So when you see the ditch, that means it is connected. You understand? All right. So once again, you see the bridge. It's single. I'm gonna say it's single. When you see the ditch, that means it is connected. You understand? So moving on. So we have sa. We know sa is by itself. But what about ba? Sa ba yab. right? So the ba will be by itself. You understand? So now, this is how you put the proper conjugation together with the ditch. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's not sabayaba, it's sabayab, meaning that these two are connected. You understand? Sabayab. You understand? One thing I like to do, I like to write the letters that we use on the side of the board. You understand? So that way we know what letters that we are using. So right here we have I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. So what I did, I wrote the letters that we use for this noun on the side. So right here we have sa, right? Let me write this a little bit better. Trace over it, right? So we have sa, ba, ya. You understand? So the sa, the ba, and the ya were the letters that were used in this noun. All right, I'm gonna leave this up just for a couple of seconds. Then we're gonna erase it. Then we're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to knock out at least 10, just 15 for a starter. But if not, we're gonna go ahead and get through the list. And you know what I'm saying? This is a beginner's class. You understand one thing? If you miss this, make sure that you have a notepad on hand. You know what I'm saying? If you miss anything, just make sure you go back and you know what I'm saying, just rewind everything. This is why we record all of our classes for our learning and understanding. You know what I mean? All right, so moving on. If you know anything about Lashawan Qadash, man, it's such a simple language. You know what I'm saying? It's very brutish in speech. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a romantic tongue like English. Just a quick fun fact. You know what I mean? All right, so our next word, our next noun is, I'm tripping. All right. So our next word is, our next noun is servant. Right? So servant in Hebrew is ibad. Right? So ibad in Hebrew is abad. Right? So one thing that you have to know about da in the Assyrian, you understand, it has two different variants. No, it doesn't. Don't trip it. Yeah, don't trip it. What I meant to say is it looks similar to a lot of other letters. Remember, da is a little bit shorter than other letters like na or ka. You know what I'm saying? It's just very subtle differences between those letters. But don't ever get it confused with another letter. So right here, this ibad, ibada, All right. So once again, we're at the paleo part. Here's when the connectors come into play. The I, bide, right? So of course, I is by itself. That's why it's not right. And instead of this being I but da, it's I bad, meaning that these are connected. All right. So what I'm going to do next, once again, I'm going to write the letters off to the side. All right. So real quick, the letters that we used was I, ba, and da, giving us the word I bad. You understand? I'm gonna leave this up for a little minute, then we're gonna move on to our next word. Matter of fact, I think we can, man. I got plenty of space. All right, so our next noun is distant time, which is really two words in English, but in Hebrew it's one word. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said before, the language that we speak is not a very romantic tongue. It's very beautiful, brutish. You know what I'm saying? So this can mean, like, to us, it means distant time. But, in Hebrew, it can mean like future or, coming to, something very brutish. And by brutish, I mean we have a very straightforward language. You know what I'm saying? All right. So our next word is distant time. Or which mean it can also mean forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. Which is I will loan. Like this bigger. All right, so real quick, we have our word. Yeah, this is it. I will We got I wa la. I could probably write this a little bit better. Make it define. I wa lum. All right, so the thing about excuse me, the ma is that it has two different variants. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of letters that are in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Ma has a variant. Um, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and write this off to the side. So Ma in the Assyrian has two different variants. One that is closed and one that is open. You understand? So the difference is, placement. The one that is closed only goes at the end of a word. You know what I'm saying? For instance, I will it's at the end, it's closed, but um like for instance, the word I mod, which means to stand, right? You will see that it's open. It's an open cap. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. You know what I mean? Is that one variant is open and one is closed. One is placed at the end and one is placed anywhere but the end. So just remember in before. Okay. All right. Moving on to these connectors, man. You know what I'm saying? A word is I forgot the verbalization. I forgot the English verbalization. Salaki. I was long. Okay. So our connectors, I, of course, it's going to be by itself. Wa, it's going to be by itself. And long, this is connected. Instead of it being I will ma, it's I will This in time or forever. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our words in Hebrew, they don't just have one specific meaning. Our language is literally slang. You know what I'm saying? Just how we use just like how we slang everything. You feel me? Like you know, whatever language we speak as Israelites, we put slang in it. I mean, it's just natural. Like for instance, Spanish. It's not proper Spaniard Spanish. It's slang, just like English. You feel me? We don't talk direct English. We say slang. You feel me? Like one word can mean something else. Like damn, she bad. Does that literally mean she bad? No, it's a good thing. It means she looks good. Or oh, that's ice cold, brother. That don't mean that it's literally cold. That means yeah, that whole that's it means that whatever it is, it's clean, it's fly. You feel me? Same thing with Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? With the word I will this in time, it also means forever. All right. So now, gonna come over here real quick. Write our letters down. What letters did we use? I. Wa. La. Okay. These are the letters that we use in the word. You understand? Oh look, man, come on, man. Man, I thought it was in the midst of my screen, man. All right. So I'm gonna leave this up here for a little minute. First word we had was servant, which is ibad. Next word is awalam, which means this is time or forever. It's like you see a lot of brothers in the school, for instance. It's a couple of brothers with the name ibad or something that pertains to the word, something similar, and it has a totally different meaning. A lot of words in Hebrew have more than just one meaning. I'm gonna give y'all about 5 more seconds to jot this down in y'all's notes, and then we are going to move on. See who we got in the chat, man. Oh, shalom, shalom. Hashim Lataba Hashim Yashah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my rib, you hear me? Shout out to Naayama. Okay. All right, so next. Hope y'all wrote this down. Hope y'all have a notepad on hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is very good stuff. This is stuff that we can use, just on a daily basis. The more we learn, the more we are able to put things together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Yabakan, man. That brother be putting them phrases together. Shout out to that brother. All right. So our next word is iniquity. Iniquity. It sounds more like a verb, if anything. All right. So iniquity is I would none. I would not. So like I won. I would not. All right. So our next word is iniquity, which is iwan in the Hebrew. I wa na. So let's get to these connectors, man. You understand? The I, of course, is by itself. Matter of fact, I think it's I or not. And of course, I was right. It's I or not. I won. And these two are together. You know what I'm saying? They locked in, ain't no switching up. You know what I'm talking about? So the letters that we use, of course, we're going to write them to the side. Let's instill this into our mind. I, right? Wa, na. All right, so all right, so Pete, why is there three letters? I'll tell you why. Because just like ma, you know what I'm saying, it got two different variants of na in the Assyrian. You feel me? So real quick, you have one. Uh, why I hesitated? You have one variant of na that goes anywhere but the end. Right? Jesus. Left-handed problems, man. Bear with me. Right? It goes anywhere before the end of the night. right? Anywhere before the end of a word, then you have the one that goes at the end. So that's why there are three letters right here. You know what I'm saying? These are the same letter. It's just placement. The placement of the letters are different within the series. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next word. Excuse me. If anybody knows what iniquity means, it's 5 points without using Google. All right, so we're moving on to the word I. Our next noun is I. I'll be going over faces real soon, and this is one of the words that you know that gives just one of the words I have on note for the facial body parts. All right, so I is ion. Very surprising. I in Hebrew is ion. All right, so a word is I, and ion is Hebrew. Very similar. You know what I'm saying? It's where most languages come from. You feel me? I feel like personally, every language is a bastardization of Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Now don't quote me on that, but anyway. So the connectors, I will be by itself, of course. How do we get ion? Because the conjugation is connected. Excuse me. The ya and the na are connected to give you the conjugation ion. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I'm gonna write the letters off to the side. All right. Let's see what we got. Shout out to you, brother, man. OG 218, man. 281, man. Shout out to you, brother. Water for checking in, brother. All right. So once again, we have our words. Iniquity is I will not. Excuse me, I want, and I is ion. You know what I'm saying? Very simple, very straightforward. I have written in two different formats. I have it written in the Assyrian and the Paleo. You know what I'm saying? Same thing right here. And I have the words, the letters that we use on both words off to the side. So that way we know what letters we are working with. All right. So moving on. Give about 5 more seconds, man. Go ahead and screenshot it if you can. You know what I'm saying? Do what you must. All right, moving on. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing after being, in this captivity for over 500 years, that we are able to come back to our language. You know what I'm saying? The Lashawan Qadash, which if you did not know means holy tongue. That's what Lashawan Qadash means, man. A set apart language. You feel me? All right, so our next word is city. City is our noun, right? All right, and that is I wore. Okay, so I'm tripping. Salaki. I forgot to write the English verbalization. Okay, all right. So our word is city, which in the Hebrew is I war, right? So the reason um I put that underscore under it like that is because for the connectors, you know what I mean? So I will be by itself, and the Ya and the Ra will be connected, giving us I war. Not I war Ra, I war. All right. So the letters we use I, Wa, and Ra. Okay. All right. So our next noun of the night is ascent, meaning to ascend to somewhere. It's past tense of ascend. All right. All right. So ascent in Hebrew is I la. I la. All right. So once again, I don't know why we use so many I's, but I guess that's what's in my notes. Anyway, uh, I la, of course. The reason why I have it like this because the I it's by itself. I it's by itself, right? So that means that the la and the ha are connected, right? And that's why it's not I la ha. You understand? It's I la, right? So once again, I'm gonna write the letters that we use off to the side. All right. So first word was city, which is Iwar in the Hebrew. You understand? Next word is ascent, which is Ilah in the Hebrew. Both written in the Syrian and in the Paleo, of course. And of course, just so we are familiar with our letters that we have used tonight in the proper enunciation of the word, I wrote the letters off to the side. So that way we know what we are working with, you know what I'm saying? All right. And we got one more in the tank. One more in the tank. All right. So our last word, excuse me, yeah, our last noun of the night is people. Everyday people. Right. So people in Hebrew is I. You understand? It's just I. You know what I mean? Very straightforward, very simple. Um, I'm gonna do one more. And of course, once again, remember with Ma, that's the end of a word. Remember that. Also, understand that paleo does not have any secondary letters. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Assyrian, excuse me. Right. So to our connectors, it's very straightforward. They are together. That's why it's not I and my, it's I. So I'm saying, all right. So our last word of the night. Oh, matter of fact, see what I'm saying? About two different variants right there. So our last word of the night is tree. All right. Tree in Hebrew is itazah. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this should not be confused because I and Tazah, they kind of look similar. You see what I'm saying? Like I said before, there are a lot of Assyrian letters in the Syrian that you can get confused with, and I and Tazah are just one of those. You feel me? All right, so this right here is Tazah, and it also has another variant, which I'm gonna write off to the side in just a second. After I write this. All right, so our connectors. it is they're both by themselves, which make up one word, Aitiza. All right. So of course, we'll write this off to the side. I and to the. I wrote it backwards. My apologies. So real quick, I could write this a little bit better, man. But the Zuz has never been that good in Hebrew. Right? So once again, another thing, understand that this is not an O. This is the I in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew. All right. So anyway, moving on. We have our letters I and Tazah once again. This Tazah right here goes anywhere but the end of a word. Same thing goes for this variant of Tazah, excuse me, and this Tazah right here goes at the end. You know what I mean? Anywhere but the, man, I don't know why I keep doing this. All right. And with that, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go over this one more time. People in Hebrew is Ein, I, Ma. Tree in Hebrew is Itazah. And I have the connectors right here. You know what I'm saying? Which are guides in the proper enunciation of the word. Of course, you know, I also have the letters written off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and give us about 5 seconds to jot this down. Then we won't end class. Excuse me. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't catch this, man, just be kind and rewind. All right. And with that, I'm gonna give a courteous salute to the brothers. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to the brothers, and to the sisters Yahweh Shema Bahashim Yahshua, man. Shalom.